Second Servings of Houston helps people through hard times.
Because they're being squeezed, they don't have money to cover an 8.6% increase in grocery prices.
Founder Barbara Bronstein says steep inflation is putting pressure on the already strained budgets of seniors and the disabled living on fixed incomes.
Salads, fresh fruit, vegetables, dairy, meat.
Staff and volunteers delivering fresh food at a pop-up grocery store in South Houston. Bronstein says it's needed now more than ever.
They also don't have easy access to transportation, so we bring the market to them.
In Milwaukee, people are shopping smarter.
I go out and wholesale and maybe buy half of cattle or whole beef and then have them process that and then have food for an entire year instead of having to always rely on, if you're going to have the supply.
In Colorado Springs, restaurant owners of Urban Tandoor say they've added a 5% inflation fee found at the bottom of every bill.
Our food costs from before COVID to now has doubled almost.
Experts say high costs are part of a domino effect in the supply chain.
When fuel went up from $2 to $4, that adds a cost at every step of the way from the field all the way to the plate.
According to the USDA report, all food prices are expected to go up between 4.5% and 5.5% this year. Poultry is trending even higher, expected to increase between 6 and 7%, dairy between 4 to 5%. Closed in by the highest increase in goods in 40 years, it's a spike that's hurting organizations like Second Servings, too.
So where it took $80 to fill up one of our refrigerated vans, it's now taking $120. We're paying 62% more for our supplies, but it's something we have to do.
And Barbara says so many people rely on them. She feels like they can't let them down. So when will grocery prices fall? Well, economists say that really depends largely on the price of fuel and getting those goods from one place to the next. It also greatly depends on volatility in the world. And Jay, like we said, this seems to be a trickle-down effect. It also seems like there isn't any one sector that hasn't been impacted by inflation.
Right, and 4 or 5% may not seem like much, but when you're getting so many items from the grocery store and you're filling up at the pump, it really starts to add up and mount on that bill.
Quickly.